Good morning, guys. Welcome to another YouTube video. So this is day one of Ironman training. We have a swim and a bike session. So we're gonna hit the bike session first. It's early in the morning. We're gonna do that. First, we're gonna have breakfast, then we're gonna swim. But also, I'm just gonna show you guys, for anybody interested in Ironman, everything that kind of you need to go into an Ironman prep. Equipment, the little things, and just some of the things that I have bought and that I've had from my last 70.3. So yeah, let's dive into it and take you guys on the vlog.
Well, I've been known to write a few songs, loving and leaving and get too stoned. Bottle and a pistol by my side.
All right, so we got the bib under that you guys saw. I know it looks kind of crazy, but that is the first thing that I think most people should wear if they bike or if they're training for an Ironman specifically, because what they do is they have like pads in the like butt area where you're gonna get the most like resistance between the seat and your skin and those bones. So they're padded singlets and then also padded shorts without the singlet top. So I rotate between those two even when I ride mountain bike, because I get sore in the saddle, which is like your butt area where like it rubs on the seat, and sometimes those bones hurt. So I get padded shorts. Those I think are essential. They're game changing, especially when you're hitting, like when I think back to my first Ironman 70.3, hitting like 5-hour rides, you're gonna really wish you had some pad there. So I would say that's the first thing. Again, all these things are kind of just my recommendations of what I've learned. The next thing is gonna be pretty basic. It's similar to everything else, but it's fuel. Get a good carb source to get you through your rides. I'm using G1M and G1M Sport on the bike, and then when I run, I take gels. So Go gels, and then also electrolytes. You're gonna wanna make sure you're getting plenty of electrolytes. Like today, I'm gonna be sweating quite a bit. So yeah, that's pretty much the essentials for just this little morning portion of what you see so far. So I just thought I'd show you. We're gonna head into the gym. Bike is on the trainer, and I'm gonna go over everything there and show you exactly what I have to replicate outdoors on the indoor trainer. So let's do it. So we're in the home gym. I'm gonna show you guys like literally everything that I have. So right here are clip shoes. The reason you're gonna want clip shoes is just because they are going to help you pull and push better on your pedals. Something you don't have to worry about your feet slipping off the pedals, you know, when your feet are wet, or just in general, you know, everybody mostly that rides bike, they know that clip shoes are just super beneficial for helping power and everything else like that. So these are specialized, nothing crazy. These are pretty reasonable price. And then you guys know Garmin Epix watch, 51 millimeter. That's what I use on my watch. And then now I'm going to go into the bike setup. All right, so here is the bike setup. So what we got right here is a Quintana Roo TT bike. So basically TT means you're in a tight position, aero position, and it's more for just riding faster for a longer period of time because you're tucked aero, whereas like road bikes, you're more on the hoods, you get more air resistance. So by having aero bars and the TT bike symmetry, you know, it just provides for a faster, more efficient ride. Again, I bought this back in 2022 probably. So, you know, it's not the newest bike. It works really well for me. It's not the highest end. I put some scratches and whatever through riding in Texas and everything like that, and traveling with it. So not in the perfect condition, but it's good. It works great and I love it. The only thing I would suggest doing is getting a bike fit, whether you road bike or mountain bike or even Ironman, because if you're not fitted to your bike, basically that's when injuries can pop up. So I got a true bike fit on this, and it really helps. And then next we have right here our Zwift. So our Zwift sits right in front of me and it connects to my trainer. And this is my electronic trainer, and basically it connects to my computer and I can ride with people, hit workouts that are customized on Training Peaks, or just go ride on some of the maps that they have. Yesterday I did 30 miles in like France or something, and it just syncs up to the trainer, and the trainer actually provides resistance going up hills, down hills, so it simulates you have to shift. So it's just like riding outside, just a lot more convenient. So this is the Neo 2T TAC-X, and it works really well. Plug it into the wall, trainer. This is I would say one of the most beneficial things to have. It's not essential. You can get trainers that spin on a cylinder that aren't electronic, or you could just ride outside, or ride in a gym. But it does help a lot having this. But I realize all this stuff is expensive because I bought it and I understand. But I try to save money on, like, the bike was a little cheaper. I didn't go with the highest end bike. Even my setup right here, I have this computer on like a styrofoam, prop to hold my computer up. So nothing too crazy, but just like everything that I needed. But again, you can kind of customize your training equipment to like whatever you want to spend. Like you could spend double amount on the same bike and probably on the trainer, still kind of do the same thing. A little more goes into this than running, I should say. But again, it's about the experiences in life. It's about pushing yourself. So I don't necessarily look at this as a bad thing. I look at it as an investment in myself, something I'm going to remember forever. So that's just how I think about this kind of thing, and allows me to reach my full potential in life. And I think that's what it's all about. We're going to hit a ride today. Like I said, did 30 yesterday. The sweat's covered all over the bike. Got to wipe that up after this ride, but going to be a humid one today. So we're going to just get on Zwift and ride and hit like a pretty easy zone 2.
We ride down to the creek by the water. I've been baptized by the preacher's daughter. Lucky for me, no, he never caught us. So, we ride to the bar by the levee. 85 jacked up square by the Chevy. Blanket in the back when it gets hot and heavy. We ride pedal to the floorboard. She begging for more, sipping on apple pie, moonshine, and I'll be gone by the morning light. Yeah, 'cause I've been known to write a few songs, loving and leaving and getting too stoned, bottle and a pistol by my side, devil's always alone.
We just wrapped up the ride. We did 21 miles, 1,300 feet of gain, and it took an hour and 10 minutes. So yesterday's ride was an hour and 30 minutes, just trying to build the engine, just like running. It's so crazy because a lot of people think like you need to crush yourself to get better. And obviously there's going to be times where you do higher efforts in either running or biking, but a lot of it is just like building the base. And that's what I'm focusing on right now, because the Ironman, for those that don't know, is a 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, and then a full marathon after. My running is probably the best that I'm good at. The bike is the second and the swimming is the third. So my bike, though, I still need a lot of room to build endurance. So a lot of this work right now is just really easy long rides and just trying to get in some power workouts, which is similar to like a tempo run where you push the pedals a little harder for a period of time, and then that builds muscular endurance as well. So mixing in both, but mainly zone 2 for everything. Like I always think about Ironman or even my 100-mile race, things like that. It's not about who can run the fastest, it's who has the most endurance. It's like the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise ends up winning because the hare goes out too fast and they don't have that endurance. So slow and steady wins the race. And that's even how I built my running fitness, going from a 320 to a 256 in like 2 years. So pretty general knowledge, but it's simple, and that's the way I like to train. Simple, hard, and consistent. But that was the bike workout. Now on to the next training session. All right, so on the drive to the pool, we got protein coffee with BPN vanilla. And I just had an apple, so some protein and carbs to recover for this next swim workout. This one's gonna be fun.
Across state lines, rubbing 2 nickels, just trying to make a dime. Hard to make a living while the gas is so high. Oh, we ride like a Harley on a 2-lane, Palomino across the plain, drop it down a 4-wheel drive on a Friday night, cracking open a cold Bud Light. Oh, we ride, pushing through the hard luck, looking for my give-a-fuck needle peg at 95, but that's alright, 'cause I'm running every red light.
Alright, so just like that, we finished up our swim. Wasn't as bad as I thought. We hit 2,000 meters 2 days ago. I hit a 2,100 meter swim. So I think that equals, each of those is over a mile. But the Ironman is 2.4 miles. And I could go further, but I also need to build up. I don't have the endurance to go a full 2.4 miles yet, but I'm slowly building that capacity. Another session done, and one step closer. So I have a question. Does anybody feel dizzy after they swim from like going like constantly looking from side to side? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel a little dizzy. Probably shouldn't be driving. No, I'm just kidding. I'm good. It's just like my head kind of feels like all out of it. But anyways, let's go back, eat some food, and then just hit the next session. Post-workout, we got a chicken buffalo wrap with an apple, high protein from Hummus Fit. Got some carbs. That's the premise of my diet. Kind of talked about it in my last video, but basically want to eat carbs, protein, keep fat a little lower, so I can eat more carbs to fuel my training. And it just really works for me. All right, so there's 2 pieces of equipment that I use and that I'm gonna use for my Ironman for the swimming portion. So obviously goggles. Any pair of goggles I think are great, as long as they're cozy or can fit good on your eyes, I should say. But as far as like the bottoms, I don't wear the Speedo, like the small Speedo. One, because shit, I don't know if I would. I don't know. I just, maybe, I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable in a Speedo because I'm not a good swimmer. If I was good at swimming, I would feel more comfortable in a Speedo. But I like buoyancy shorts. So I bought these on Amazon. They're called Zone 3. I tried them. I used the Roka ones as well. But these buoyancy shorts work great. Similar to like wetsuit material, but they're not obviously the whole body. So Ironman Arizona is going to be wetsuit legal, so I'm going to wear a wetsuit there. But my wetsuit is from Roka, and it is the one that is cut off at the shoulder, so that way I have more room to rotate my shoulders and my arms. Sometimes the Ironman suits can be kind of restrictive and feel tight if you maybe have like a little wider shoulder. So that's what I found. I like the ones that cut off. That's the swimming equipment. The only other equipment that I use to kind of help my form would be a pull buoy, fins for your feet, a kickboard. That's pretty much it. Lastly, the equipment you need for weight training. Well, here it is. It is a strong mind and a weak back, which means, hey, in an Ironman training, you're gonna not wanna lift. You're gonna feel weak because you're putting a lot of your energy into biking, running, swimming, and then lifting obviously kind of becomes something that is normally the harder thing to perform. So that's why I say strong mind and a weak back. So you might not feel strong every session or every workout. It's not gonna feel like if you were just wake up in the morning and all your day was focused on was lifting. No, it's obviously you have mental energy going to all these other things, life, work. So it's tons of things that you have to balance mentally, but just showing up in the gym is the first step. And also when you're in the gym, training with purpose. I think, and when I look back at my prep beforehand from marathon, Ironman, 100-mile race. It was like when I was in the gym, I was in the gym. I was not focused on, everything else going on or not being present. That's when I think you kind of lose the return on investment in the gym. Just like training anything else, like you're not going to get the benefit if you're not pushing yourself. I'm going to hit the set and then we're going to talk about what my split looks like during something like an Ironman, which is even honestly less flexible than my marathon preps. But come on. One more. Here we go. All right, now let's talk about, wow, I feel like I'm about to pass out seeing stars. Okay, let's talk about the split, push, pull, legs, so 3-day split. If I get a 4th day, I'll either hit push again or pull again because my legs are gonna be fatigued from the biking and the running. So 1 leg day a week is the standard. Not gonna do 2. The other split possibility I've done is chest, back, legs, core, shoulders, arms. It's like, does arms and shoulders and chest help me in Ironman? It's an argument. Is it dead weight? I wouldn't say. It's still muscle, still serves a purpose, but probably not ideal. But again, I am trying to be the best athlete all around that I can be. And something I enjoy is weight training. So I'm not just gonna cut something out just because I might be a few pounds lighter. Honestly, I've shown it to myself. I know you're gonna see videos of people talking about race weight and everything, which I do know that, okay, if I'm 220 pounds versus 200 or 198, 195, I'm faster. Yes, weight does matter, but I don't wanna be just skin and bones. I wanna have muscle. I wanna be healthy. So again, I love training. I'm not gonna pull it out. I don't have to fit the mold a lot of people do with endurance sports. Obviously, I'm not trying to be huge, but I'm also not trying to give up one of my passions, which is lifting. So that is something that I just want to stand on and share with you. Maybe you kind of go through ebbs and flows of, do I have to give this up to do that? No, you don't. You can do both. It's just, there's seasons in life where obviously the more you do one, the other one's gonna kind of take the back seat, but it's a season. The next season or chapter, you can put more emphasis on the weight training or whatever else you put back off the burner. And it's vice versa. Say, right now you're more into lifting. If you want to get better at cardio, you always can. So that's the way I look at it. But I'm going to hit the rest of this workout, and that is going to be all the training for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the YouTube video. Feel nostalgic back in the Ironman training with the old equipment. It makes me happy, and I hope you guys feel that nostalgia as well. Much love, stay corn fed. I'll see you guys in the next one.